All right, back on the Domino's post-game report from Finnis Horn Arena. I'm Adam Cavalier alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, your Eagles fall tonight 81-72 to Lander. A game where if you were to combine your defensive effort from the first half with your offensive effort from the second half, you'd probably be smiling all the way back to Jefferson City. But when you got stops in the first half, you couldn't score. When you could score in the second half, you couldn't get stops. What happened today?
First of all, credit Lander. They're a very, very good team on both sides of the ball. They defended it at a really high level, and they are a very capable scoring team. Omar Watad's in his, I think, maybe fourth year now. He and I go way, way, way back. And he actually was at Lincoln Memorial once upon a time before he got here, and he's doing a good job. So credit to them. We had some really specific goals in mind, and actually a lot of the goals that we had, we met. But if you really were to look at what transpired the second half, they had players that went and made very, very difficult plays. That was what happened for them offensively. Now, the hardest thing in this game to do is to make ISO plays. It's the hardest thing to do against set defense. We had set defense a lot of the time, and they were able to capitalize in the one-on-one scenario. Did we give some stuff in scrambles too? Yes, we did, because we were trying to give extra support and help to the on-ball defenders. As frustrating as the outcome is, and as you said, we had a 20 minutes worth of good offense. The effort today was good. The care is at a very high level, and there are some lessons, both positive and negative, that we will take from today, and it'll help shape us moving forward.
I think it's the old adage where if I were to tell you, hey, you're going to be +8 on the glass, you're going to get to the line 28 times, make 79% of them, you're going to limit Lander to 39% shooting and a half, and Adi Legis only going to have 6.
Can I tell you what? There's a recipe for winning on the road, and that recipe is the recipe is this: out-rebound your opponent. We did. Get the free throw line more than your opponent. You did, and don't turn the ball over. We had single-digit turnovers.
Yeah.
There's one thing that can trump that: elite shot making by the opponent, and give them credit. They made some very, very difficult shots. They made some very, very difficult and one shots. Give them credit, but you know, I know what the road recipe is, and it's worked a lot. When you rebound at a high level, you get that free throw line a lot, you don't turn the ball over, you typically can come away with a road win. It just didn't happen today.
Trey Hubbard was electric after halftime for your team. 19 points in the second half. He finishes with a career-high 21. What did you see from your junior transfer?
Well, you know, Trey, the truth of the matter is, I'm his third coach in 3 years, his second school in 3 years. And the last 2 years, he's not played a whole lot of basketball. He's probably played more basketball in the last 2 games than he has in the last 2 years, probably. And so he's getting more comfortable. I know that Trey is a basketball. He's in love with it. He works at it. I know that he'll only become more comfortable and will only become more aware of what it is that I prefer. There's a real unique relationship that I've had with point guards here. You know, when you think about the ones that we've had here, very unique relationship. And I have a lot of expectations of those guys. And Trey, you know, missed out on the entire preseason with that ankle injury. So he missed out on, I mean, this last game against Southwestern, first time he's played for us this year, really. So there's a lot of catching up to do, but I like where his heart's at. I think the future is bright for him and for us collectively, most importantly.
Can you pinpoint a moment in this one where you felt like the tide flipped? There, for a fourth straight week, you don't allow your opponent to go on an 8-0 run or greater. First time this season, you don't have an 8-0 run or greater yourself. But is there a moment where you felt, this isn't great?
It's when we get, you know, we cut it to 5. I think it was maybe 76-71 with 2 or a minute 56, something like that, just under 2, 76-71. And they had the ball side out with 2 seconds to go. And I said to our guys, hey, I said, we're going to get 2 possessions. They're going to get 1 here. We got to get a stop on this initial side out. And then we got to score back-to-back possessions to get one stop, and we can either win this thing or take it to overtime. And we do get the initial stop. We go down, and I think we actually turned it over. We didn't get a score, and they came down and got an and one. So it went from being 5 to 8. I mean, like real quick. And now, when we were it was a 2-possession game at 2 minutes. I felt like, hey, we can do this, just like we found out we could do it against King.
Yeah.
And I thought the poise of our team, and our team is really pretty good about responding to the things that are important to me, things we share with them. They try to follow through, and it just didn't happen for us that last 2 minutes. But it wasn't like that this game was decided at the 8-minute media or at the 4-minute media. It was very much a back-and-forth tussle, and I thought we had a legitimate chance to win when we were a 2-possession game at the 2-minute mark roughly.
Turn your attention to the Pope Bowl, a little old VSAC rivalry, Carson-Newman versus Milligan. Quick turnaround on Monday night. What do you have to do to get ready for the Buffs?
We've not played this since the 12-13 season. It's been a while.
Very good. Thank you.
Don't know a whole lot about them. We've done some preliminary scouting, but we'll have to get a little work in tomorrow in preparation for Monday. We've had a really good Thanksgiving holiday, and have enjoyed our time together, both as teammates and as friends and so forth. So get back in the classes on Monday to start with the Pope Bowl that you call it. We just got to keep on getting better, Cav. At the end of the day, we got to keep on getting better and letting our experiences shape our next steps.
All right, Chuck, pleasure as always. We'll talk to you Monday.
Great. Thanks, Cav.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.